Tenon, Magassa, and she's got to knock those down.
Outside to Shaw. And the three-pointer is good. An early lead for West Virginia.
Charge take right here.
She
Yeah,
also
great
had the
pass.
assist earlier
Yeah,
on that three.
you're right. That was incredible. Mark Kellogg and myself have been friends a long time and coached against each other when we were Division II basketball coaches in the state of Colorado. So I have a lot of respect for that man. You know, they're averaging 84 points per game, #1 in the Big 12, and they have 4 guards on the outside that can knock down the ball.
Speaking of knocking down threes, Aussie, who's been struggling a little bit from the perimeter, gets one to go there.
Well, that's one thing about Aussie, you know, it's so funny. You know, it's not really funny. I mean, we back up on that. When shooters miss a few shots, it kind of gets mental, you know, a little bit. And so I know they've been working with.
Off of Oklahoma State. So if you take a look here at Aussie, knocking down the triple and then coming right there in. Blackston, the 5th-year player, the transfer in from the University of Colorado, was able to hit the 3 in response,
and that's what I experienced last season for me. I mean, when you have players that have to play different positions, I mean, that's some growing pains. I don't care what level it is, but she can knock down the 3, and so it's a tough matchup.
There's one of those steals, again, 2nd in the country in steals per game. Quinterly finishes after the steal.
And you can see Oklahoma State playing like a sagging man-to-man defense.
And another triple from Blackston, who's already got 2 threes made in this game. She's made 15 on the season to this point, but she's been on fire. And the Cowgirls now find Igareva wide open in transition on the other end.
Well, it's under J.C. Hoyt. They're 34-9 in GIA.
Igareva finishes with the left hand. It sat on the rim for a minute.
Well, that's the difference between Praise and Tenon on the bench right now. They're starting post player. One's more finesse. I'm going to keep mentioning that word, but Praise brings the physicality and just the energy.
Blackston again, and this one is down from the wing. She's got 11 here in the early going to lead West Virginia. An electric group of Oklahoma State guards to this point.
No, and that's the firing power is these guards for Oklahoma State, and Staley Hurd being one of them. And you can see how Staley Hurd made it to the high post, but that's one way to another way to get open. Skip pass to the corner. Mark with 10 against Chicago State. You don't want to leave that young lady open.
Smith through the baseline out to Aussie for 3. Back for the Cowgirls. Whoever can gain an advantage there may very well win the ball game. Hurd from the free throw line. Cowgirls lead after trailing by as many as 10. Igareva stays in front of Shaw. Igareva, the taller defender here, but staying in front. Now Shaw pulls up for 3 and hits it.
Wow, nice shot. And
what is that? Is that become more of a challenge, or do you not think so?
Well, I think both. Depends on the player, right? But you've got to treat both of them the same, and you've got to know that.
She seems to kind of just appear out of nowhere at times.
I know it. She's a baller.
Drive, Harrison, a tough finish from the angle.
Oklahoma kid, 2-level scorer. She'll shoot the 3 or get to the rim like we just saw.
And another turnover from the Cowgirls. That is 5 in the last 6 minutes. About 2 turnovers per game, but almost a 2-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio for the true freshman.
Oh, nice inbounds play by West Virginia. And you're right, yeah. Jaden Wooten, I mean, she's really the energizer.
She missed a few games early coming back from an injury as Gray fires another 3. That one's too strong. Smith knocked the rebound free, but West Virginia comes up with it. It's a 3-on-1 break. Bounce to the right. Quinterly finishes and 1.
Woo! Got a rebound out of it.
Riviere has her shot blocked, knocked out to her. 5 seconds left in the half, ahead to Aussie. 3 to shoot. She flings one up from half. They do practice those from time to time. She said, hey, let me just line this thing up. I mean, it looked like she shot
that defender's going to go with the cutter, but it's going to create an opportunity for another kick out for the 3.
Mid-range jumper knocked down, and we've got a new ball game in Stillwater with 7:45 to play in the 3rd. Smith with 3 seconds stopped her momentum, but was able to get it ahead to Aussie. Weaving through traffic, the runner falls for Aussie.
West Virginia take shots under 8 seconds. And when they do this, their shot selection is poor. And so that was a contested, tough shot for J.J. Quinterly.
Herb right by the defender. We talked about this earlier. If you can get into the high post against that matchup zone, it helps.
That's a con of against a zone. If you can have that high post action, and a lot of times you'll get defenders to either collapse or stay out on the shooters. And it's just a great teamwork.
Well contested on the pull-up. It's short. Rebound tipped free, taken in by West Virginia.
So that's what's going to be the determining. Oh, wow.
Wooten takes it away on the long pass. The freshman attacks. Right-hand layup. Good. Very athletic. She's quick with the basketball. So to move your feet and be in the right position is tough.
I may have to trip her rather than taking the charge.
Three-pointer knocked down from Blackston. Cowgirls are plus 13 since just before that shot left Asi's hand to hit the half-court buzzer beater. Three-pointer straight away. In and out. You got to find a way to punch back before this game starts to get away.
Yeah, and they do, and they got down 3 by Micah Gray.
9.5 threes per game as a team is top 10 in the country. A tough runner in the lane there for Harrison goes as a response. Stark contrast to me, who is not a water bug. I just immediately sink anytime I step into that.
Well, you would think I have cement blocks wrapped around my ankles. I'm with you.
Largest lead of the game for the Cowgirls. Hurd to the rim.
Finish and
one.
Crowd to their feet. Give the ball to Staley Hurd. One-on-one. So that makes any offensive-minded teams play a little bit harder on the defensive end.
Crowd's getting behind them as well. There's a mid-range bucket that time for Quinterly. They've turned it over 21 times, but have forced 18. There's an offensive rebound, but it's blocked by Magassa. Now a turnover going the other direction. Perhaps too aggressive for the Cowgirls there. Quinterly pitches it back. To Quinterly again. Back to the corner, a little two-man game. Three-pointer goes.
Talk about an unselfish play there. Amazing game. It's fun to call, but just to give up that pass to the corner for that open 3, that's what you want to see from West Virginia. End of the game, you've got to stay locked. You've got to stay disciplined in your defense approach. Don't take chances. Stay solid. You're
Harrison
ahead.
Around Wooten and finishes. Tough look. Magassa has checked into the game for Oklahoma State. They immediately go into her on the block. Double team. Kick out. Smith from the mid-range. Got it. Cowgirls needed a bucket. They had missed 7 in a row, and that breaks an 8-0 run for West Virginia. 2 minutes to go. Quinterly just kind of dancing her way in there.
Yeah.
A focal point for West Virginia offensively. Asi gives it away. Three-pointer in and out. Offensive rebound. Put back good for Hurd.
Staley Hurd, past 2 games, double-double. She's their leading rebounder for Oklahoma State. She is a fantastic player for Oklahoma State.
The shot is blocked by Magassa.